LiveWell encompasses everything for our residents and our employees and their families. What can we do every day to help all of them live well, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually?
Live well means that every day you do the best that you can and acknowledge the fact that it's okay if you do need help.
Before you live well, in my opinion, you have to feel well. A little upliftment takes your mind off of what's going on, and then you start chugging in the right direction. Then what was bothering you no longer affects you as much.
Live well, to me, it's just something you do every day.
Live well how you would want to spend your days before you go.
It means culture, diversity, quality care. It means family-like environment.
Turn around and it feels like home. Look around and it feels like home.
Almost 50% of the building I know personally from our town. It's a small town.
That's somebody's mom, uncle. It doesn't matter. You know, you lose your title, and we treat them as people because that's what they are. They're not numbers.
You're giving back to your community, my community that I love so much.
Live well to me means live in the present.
Living well is making choices to be happy, to be content in exactly where you're placed, exactly where God puts you. That's where you do your best. That's where you shine.
Live every day like you want to be here. Do everything you can to put a smile on someone else's face because you never know what they're going through. That's living well.
Live well. It means being unselfish. It means helping who you can help.
It's the will and drive to do something more than just for themselves.
Being able to live to the fullest of your capacity make you feel that you have purpose.
It's something that I've recently been exposed to in ways that I've never have. This will and drive to be selfless.
You know, you really have to be passionate about what you do. You have to be understanding, loving, and caring. Try to live your best life.
I've been taking care of people since I was about 10.
I started out taking care of people right at 18.
I've actually been doing health sciences since 10th grade.
I started in this industry as a 14-year-old dishwasher.
In our community, we took care of the elderly. So I've been doing this for about 50 years.
I was always the kid who liked taking care of everybody, but doing it professionally was in 1984.
I come from a family full of nurses. This is what I wanted to do. I love taking care of people.
I'm 70, and I'm not really ready to retire.
My mother's from a family of 16 brothers and sisters. So my mother was always taking care of her siblings. So I learned how to provide care.
I'm a people's person. I did a lot of activities with my daughters also, so people noticed that and just referred me to go. And then ever since that, I've been in activities.
My grandmother was the staple of our family. She ran the kitchen in a nursing home when we were younger, and she used to bring us to work with her. So I've always been in that setting, and I know it was something that I wanted to do.
My first job was when I was 16, was at a retirement home. I got very close with the residents there, and I started coming in on my off days and like playing games with them, going food shopping for them, and I loved it.
My mother-in-law is a nurse, my wife was a nurse, and I thought, I should at least consider it.
I was about 14. I started working with the blind. Then I worked with the developmentally disabled. And then from there, I moved to Philadelphia, started working at Holy Redeemer. I did home care, then I ended up here.
I volunteer at this big breakfast the last Friday of every month, and I really enjoyed it. So I just kept going.
I had younger siblings, and I've always loved
little children and helping people out. So that's how I started.
I started nursing school, but I decided to work as an aide. The aides touch our patients more than anyone else. They really make their day. I realized every touch point for our patients is important.
My mom has been a CNA since I'm little. Me and my little sister have the same exact schedule. We work the same days. We're all CNAs.
I just always like to talk to people and connect with people. My grandparents were a huge part of my life growing up, so I think that's kind of what solidified it for me.
I'm an RNAC. That's what I want to do. I'm good at it. I love it.
I did start my nursing journey with my sister. She did commit suicide last March.
Please be bold and soldier on. You dare not think of a world where you didn't come along.
The fact that we did start it together just makes me want to just finish it even more.
I grew up with a grandmother who somehow always took in her friends, and we just always had somebody in our house that needed some sort of care, so I think it just was always natural for me.
I was diagnosed with sepsis, resulting in 2 surgeries on my spine. So I ended up in the Philadelphia nursing home for about 5 years.
Do you see the magic of the world?
By the time I got to Fairview, I was almost done with my physical therapy, and I started helping them out there with the smoke breaks, the coffee breaks, the movie nights, and when I left, they offered me a job, and I love it.
I started out doing activities with assisted living residents, people that just need a little help. And then I was noticing that we had these residents that were really confused, like my great-grandmother had been. So we opened a little 14-bed memory care floor, and I got to be in on the ground floor of it, loved it.
I had no intention of being in this industry. I wasn't in it for a long time after college, and then I just fell back into it, and it's locked me in for close to 40 years.
I'm just glad to see that we're helping people as much as we can.
I love it. I love it.
I told them when I got hired, they are paying me to work with my friends. It's that simple.
It's good for business to have levels and a perfect structure, but we're taking care of people. This is people's lives, and there's no boundaries when it comes to that.
There's no silos between facilities and org structures, and that's really nice. It's just one big happy family.
No matter if our buildings are separate, the mission and the goal is the same. It's to value each other.
I could go to a different facility, walk in, and be like, oh, you're from Seneca, how are you?
I feel very supported and able to contact whoever you want at any time and get the answer that you need.
Even when you're not there, somebody's able to help you out.
I feel supported by my coworkers and just the people that I work with on the floor every day. Even they become your family.
And we're a family to be there for another family.
Anything I need, want, they're there to support me because I'm always doing something to help the residents.
We all come together. We work hard together.
You can go to the administrator. She has an open door policy, but for not only the residents, but also for the employees.
And there you go. There's Craig. See, there's Craig. We can still have this camaraderie, and it's not like he's the boss. We have to be stern. Yeah.
It's almost fun going to work.
I think people need to see the incredible people that work for us in the facilities, that work for the residents. Once people realize that, it might sort of shatter the myth that exists within our industry, really.
We have hundreds of residents, and to be chosen to come out and represent the company was definitely an honor.
It shows me there's a lot of growth available. I do really have the support that I think I have.
I feel like all the work that I do is appreciated.
Gives me some sort of validation for the hard work that I put in every day.
I was really surprised, flattered. I felt like I had big shoes to fill.
I am appreciated and loved and cared for and accepted as a big part of our company, not just Arrowwood, but LiveWell.
That tugged on my heartstrings a lot, actually. Mostly because you go to work, you do your thing, and you love your people, but you don't realize that there's actually people who are watching you.
This is their home.
Sometimes we are all they have. We are an extension of their families.
And some of them experience it, go home, and want to return because they had a good experience.
As long as you have that fundamental of living well, of capturing that emotional connection with your resident and providing the best level of care you can, there's nobody that can stop you. So you continue to go on and be the best you can be every day.